I'm not trying to start anything, I'm just curious.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
God damn it, Shepard.
1,000 years old. I know.
Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. So this setup may look a little bit different because I moved. So I don't have my room, my where I'm recording ready yet, so that's why I still have the green screen up. But in case you're wondering why this looks a little bit weird, that's why. But I'm hoping to get rid of the green screen soon because I don't like using it. But anyway, we're gonna continue on with Mass Effect 2. I got a couple of more loyalty missions before we continue on. And today I think I want to take a look at Jack. And if we have time, we'll also do Thane's loyalty mission because again, I'm very interested in him. In a romantic way, but we can't romance him yet. So I'm gonna go with Jack's first and then we'll check out Thane. So I know Jack said this is relating to what happened to her when she was captured by Cerberus when she was a kid. So I'm very interested in learning about her. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I mentioned this because some people were talking about it in the comments in a couple of videos ago. I want to bring Miranda, and it's not because I'm trying to like antagonize Jack or anything. I do see a lot of similarities between the two of them, but obviously the main point is Miranda's point of view is coming from somebody who embraces Cerberus, while Jack is someone who rejects it. And I don't blame her for rejecting it because, you know, she's gone through a lot. But also Miranda has gone through a lot too. So I'm wondering if there's any interesting dialogue between the two of them because I still think it would be interesting to see. This may be a bad idea though because they're probably gonna fight and I'm stuck in the middle. Okay, I can change up Jack's Primal Adept or Vanguard. Great reducing recharge time of her powers. This one focuses into combat. Ooh, so more damage or less wait time. I think I want to do more damage because Jack has been pretty powerful whenever I used her in gameplay. Let me give her some of this. Yeah, I think that's good. Also, for people who are curious, because I know sometimes I don't show how much Paragon points I have, but that's how much I have. A lot.
I forgot how much I hate this place. See the landing pad? Has to be on the roof, or the vegetation would overgrow it in a few hours.
Shepard, I am picking up thermal signatures everywhere, except at your landing zone.
Something's distorting the sensors.
This was a secret Cerberus facility.
Yeah, they build their equipment to last. Assholes. It was a mistake coming back here, Shepard.
Okay. I don't, oh man, I feel bad because I know she wants, this is the reason why she's coming over here because she wants closure, but it's obviously very, very traumatic for her, and again, dealing with, because I can only assume what she's having right now is PTSD, right? Because she was tortured and experimented on in here. And, again, I know Jack is not trying to be, like, an asshole on purpose. Every time we talked about her, she's very angry, and she has every right to be. So, I want to try to be understanding towards her. I just hope Miranda doesn't provoke her, because that is what I am scared about.
Get a hold of yourself. It'll be okay.
I'm fine. Okay, let's get on the ground.
It's okay, Jack, you can do- she's a tough girl. I know she can do it, it's just I don't know what to expect when we're coming down here. I didn't want to put on Jack's other outfit because she has glasses on and I can't see her expression. I think it's very important for, I know BioWare's Mass Effect series is very old, but I feel like there's a lot of expression in the models, and definitely knowing that this is Jack's backstory, it's going to be emotional for her, so I think it's very important that we experience her emotions and see them being expressed through her facial animations. Because as an animator, I used to be an animator, one of my favorite parts about animating characters was always the facial animation stuff, because you can express a lot through them, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, that's why I changed her outfit. Anyway, let me see if there's like anything I can get. I don't think so, right? Alright, we're going in.
Let's just get in there and plant the bomb in myself. I want to watch this place burn.
Fair enough. By the way, if my videos are echoey, again, I'm just moved in and I haven't treated this room yet, so it may be bad. Oh. Okay, this is definitely abandoned. But what's left over here?
I
Because
never
there's
saw
definitely
this
something
room.
here.
I think they brought new kids in these containers. They were messed up and starving, but alive.
Oh god.
Usually.
Usually? So they keep dead kids too? I mean, I imagine they would probably experiment on them as well, right? Let me just hack this real quick. Hello?
The elusive man requested operation logs again. He's getting suspicious.
When we get results, he won't care what we did. But if he knew...
He won't find out. The elusive man requested operation logs again.
Oh no, that, so they were doing experiments without the, not that I'm saying the elusive man any better, but they're doing unauthorized things.
The elusive man requested.
Sounds like this facility went rogue.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? He didn't say what they were hiding from the elusive man.
Yeah, well, we don't know yet. We're gonna find out.
I remember escaping to this room, fighting here. I saw sunlight through the cracks in the ceiling. Only a half-dead guard between me and freedom. He was begging for his life.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like look around if there's anything I can pick up before we continue onward. This is so creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this. Is it weird that we haven't seen anyone yet? Oh, never mind. Hello? What's that? Oh god. Guys, get ready. We're probably gonna... Oh my god, how many are there? Oh, jeez. Okay. Obviously, alien animals are around here.
This looks like an arena.
That's right. They used to stage fights here, pit me against other kids. I loved it. Only time I was ever out of my cell.
Oh. I don't think she liked it for the sake of fighting. I think she, like she said, she liked it because she was out of her cell.
What were they studying?
Hell if I know. Maybe that's how they got their kicks. I never understood anything that happened here.
How often did they do this?
I was in a cell my whole life. Sometimes they took me out and made me fight. Filled me with drugs, other stuff. Time gets funny in a cell.
Oh my god.
Did other children die in these fights?
I was a kid, filled with drugs. I got shocked when I hesitated. Narcotics flooded my veins when I attacked.
So it's kind of like force to do, because again, depending on like what kind of drug it is, you can have like a different reaction to it. Maybe she had hallucinations which caused her to fight back because she could see something, or it's a matter of like causing her to be in a daze that she's not really functioning properly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a doctor or anything, but that's kind of like what I'm getting at.
They actually rewarded you for attacking.
I still get warm feelings during a fight.
So they conditioned her as well. That's another time. And then since she's a kid, right? Kids are very impressionable. You can imprint things on their minds at a very young age. And I don't know how old Jack was when she got, I don't know if she was born here or she was just taken when she was really young, but I imagine she was super young when this happened.
What the hell was wrong with those people?
I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
Okay, let's go.
Let's keep moving.
Hell yes.
I mean, it does matter. I know she's trying to be like, oh, it's already in the past, whatever, but it does matter. Hey, let me pick this up. Oh gosh, probably gonna be more animals around here. What's this?
Security Officer Zimkel, Telton facility. The subjects are out of their cells. They're tearing the place up. Subject Zero is going to get loose. I need permission to terminate. I repeat, permission to terminate.
All subjects besides Zero are expendable. Keep Jack alive.
Understood. I'll begin the...
That's not right. I broke out when my guards disappeared. I started that riot.
What? Okay.
Things might have happened that you didn't see.
The other kids attacked me, the guards attacked me, the automated systems attacked me. That doesn't leave lots of room for interpretation.
Oh god. I know, Jack, I know what you're getting at, and again, like I said, I don't blame her for being mad, but your whole point of view is just one-sided because you don't know what's really going on here either. Not saying it's right, but you don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to...
This place is supposed to be empty. Who the f shot that Baron? It's a fresh kill.
Uh-oh. Can we open this? Maybe there's someone hiding in here? Oh, it's just... Never mind. We still need that to upgrade the Normandy. It's okay. Who would be hanging around here, though? What would be the point of this? Unless you're looking for something. Something that nobody's meant to see, maybe? Hello? Hi? Okay, I'm not liking this part. Oh!
Here we go.
Okay, let me insert your ammo.
Yes!
Oh, God!
Easy enough.
Our foot is dead.
Oh, there's a guy up there. Okay, I think we're okay, right? Oh! Jesus! Where are they coming from? Oh, okay, Ow! We good?
Why'd they need a morgue? This was a small facility.
A lot of children died here. Even then, they were part of the experiment.
Bullshit. I had the worst of it, and I made it out alive.
Oh man, I'm trying to be compassionate towards Jack because, like I said, this is traumatic, but I don't think this is the full story. There's... F was that? There's no way that this is the full story. Especially when she's a kid, right? I can imagine maybe she forgot some things, because again, she's going through traumatic events. So I think it's normal to forget some things, or just only see from one point of view. Because even as a kid, your memory's kind of like bad anyway, you know what I mean? So... Not trying to, like, how do I say this? Lessen her trauma, because I don't want people thinking that, because I feel like a lot of people, when somebody experiences PTSD, they kind of, like, downplay their mental health, you know what I mean? Any kind of mental health, actually, but I don't want to downplay her experience. It's just that there's probably more to it, and the fact that she's getting angry, I think the reason why for that is because she doesn't want... I guess what I'm interpreting is she doesn't want her trauma to be pointless. Like, does that make any sense? I don't know. I'm very bad at explaining things, but I feel like she doesn't want her trauma to be for, like, nothing kind of thing. She has her own truth with what she knows, that she was experimented on, and she started the riot and whatever. Hearing other people in this facility telling a different story bothers her because it kind of, like, doesn't validate her experience. I hope I'm making sense, because sometimes I don't. Alright.
So strange to be back here. I feel like I'm pissed off. I'm a dangerous bitch, but then I'm a little girl again. Shit. It's complicated. Let's just go plant that bomb.
Fair enough. But I understand what she's trying to say, because again, she hasn't been here. Re-experiencing the place where you had trauma is not an easy thing to do. I applaud people who were able to deal with their trauma, because there's, again, this is, I know this is not really realistic in terms of, like, being experimented on in space, but there's a lot of things that people can relate to this by having so much trauma, being trapped in a place against your will and everything, you know what I mean? So perfect. I applaud people who go through this and are able to move on with their life, but also, like, heal, because I'm hoping that this is what we're gonna get for Jack. She'll be able to heal and learn from whatever she went through. Oh my god, these are— whoa! That was close. I was looking around, but these are the cells, right? Let me see if there's, like, anything in any of them. Just want to make sure. Oh my god, how many kids did they even have in here?
They kept children here?
Ooh, I wonder what Miranda's point of view is gonna be, because it sounds like she's, like, in disbelief. Because remember, her point of view is a little bit different. She's got a positive attitude about Cerberus. And again, I don't think that's just because I work for them. She genuinely didn't experience anything really bad with them. So I hope this gets a chance for them to get along. I really hope so.
It's a two-way mirror? My cell is on the other side. I could see all the other kids out here. I screamed at them for hours, and they always ignored me.
Oh, so she's completely isolated. Like, no way anyone can communicate her. Which they probably wanted because that would be easier to control her and, like, break her down too, right? Okay. I don't know where we're going. Probably for that security log, but again, I'm just gonna check it out.
I must have come through here when it broke out, but I don't remember it. This is a bad place.
Yeah, it's really bad. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, this is so creepy. Let's start with this one.
Entry 1054, Telton facility. The latest iteration of Pergnim went poorly. Subjects 1, 4, and 6 died. No biotic change among the survivors. We lowered core temperatures of surviving subjects, but no biotically beneficial reactions occurred. As a side effect, all subjects died. So we'll not try that on Zero. I hope our supply of biotic potential subjects holds up. We are going through them fast.
What does that mean?
This is bullshit. They weren't experimenting on the other children for my safety.
Okay. Oh my god. I don't want to be like blaming yourself because I imagine she feels a little guilty because, like she said, the other kids were tortured here.
You can't help what they did to others.
You don't get it, Shepard. I survived this place because I was tougher than the rest. That's who I am.
Is this weird to say, find strength in it? Because like other people, it depends on the person how you would take it. Because some people genuinely do find courage and strength from like the traumas they go through, while other people don't. It's like their kryptonite, I guess. But I don't know if Jack does. Because she, like she said, she sees herself as like a badass bitch, but she's a scared little girl on the inside.
You move on. Harder and tougher.
I know that dialogue wasn't meant to be anything bad, but it sounds kind of weird the way Shepard said that. Like, you move on, like, forget it. Like, you can't just do that. It takes a lot for people to, like, move on and everything.
It's all fallen to pieces. The subjects are rampaging and Zero is loose. We're shutting Telton down. What a disaster. We'll infiltrate and piggyback onto the Alliance's Ascension program. Hopefully, that will give... What? Zero, wait!
Shepard, they started up somewhere else.
Ascension is an Alliance program. It's a school for biotic kids. They don't torture children there.
A lot of this isn't the way I remember it.
You were distracted, you were a kid. I don't think it's a matter she was distracted. She's a kid, and obviously I don't think she understood what was going on because probably nobody told her. But also adding on top of that, this facility went rogue because we heard at the entrance a bunch of guards were like, oh, don't let the elusive men find out what we were doing here, because they don't know what they were doing to begin with. But yeah, I think she has it wrong.
You couldn't have known.
Maybe. We're getting close to my cell, the place I came from. Let's keep going.
Okay. Let me just hack this. Oh? What are they looking for?
Hey, Aresh. It's Kira. Yeah, the intruders are here. You want them dead? We have to talk creds. You promised us lots of salvage, but this place is a waste. Fine, we'll put them down. Then I'm coming in there and we're gonna talk salvage.
What are you doing here?
First, we're gonna kill you.
I mean, why did I think to talk to the Krogans? I just thought they would answer me, but I guess not. Damn, my aim is off. But again, I think what do you call it? Kickback of the gun? Woo! That's not good. Okay, I think I should switch this. Let me get... Yo, Jack, can you just not use a shotgun for like 5 seconds?
Switch up. I'll kill you all!
overrun. We outnumber and outgone all.
Okay, let me see if I can you do it? What is this? Does this work? Oh, freaking no. Ooh! Right. Oh! What the heck? What the hell did they get there?
Russian, and I want it now.
Woo! Okay. I gotta be careful. I didn't realize they came around. Hey!
They're as good as dead.
Shit. Okay, I gotta change.
Not a problem.
Actually, Jackie, use
Gotcha.
that. Let's go around.
Enemy charging. Now let's finish you off.
There we go. Oh, is he not dead yet? I thought he was dead. My bad. Now he's dead.
Only room left. Does my old so.
Sorry.
Whoever Aresh is, he's in there. I want to plant the bomb there anyway. Might as well do it on his corpse.
Okay, sure, whatever you want. I'm cool with it. Okay, let me look around and see if we have anything I can take.
Come out. We know you're here.
Who are you?
My name is Aresh, and you're breaking into my home.
Home?
I know you, Subject Zero. So
Did you
many
work
years
here?
have passed, and I thought I was the only survivor.
My name is Jack. How the hell do you know me?
We all knew your face, Jack. They inflicted horrors on us so their experiments wouldn't kill you. You were the question, and I'm still looking for the answer.
Wait, was he one of the other kids?
Looks like you're not the only one pulled back here, Jack.
I tried to forget this, but a place like this, it doesn't forget you. It follows you. I hired these mercs and came back almost a solar year ago. We're rebuilding it piece by piece. I'm gonna find out what they knew, how to unlock true biotic potential in humans. I'm restarting the Telton facility.
No, sir.
It will be beautiful.
No, because he doesn't sound right in the head.
Ground. He's trying to justify what happened by using it?
You do the same thing to new kids. Wasn't this forced on you?
Some were bought from poor families on Earth or kidnapped from colonies. Most ended up here the way I did. Batarian pirates. They did such horrible things to us. They must have had good
god,
reasons.
this is like the whole thing with the Genophage and the Krogans, isn't it?
Are you nuts?
Yeah!
You lived it.
Oh my god.
This place was like a prison. How'd you get out?
We all attacked at once as they were taking us to the lab. They would have put us down. But then Jack got loose. When I came to, it was over. The guards, the scientists, and the kids were all dead. And you were gone.
I stopped it. All of it. Maybe the others did have it bad, but what you're doing is just messed.
Everything we went through must have been worth something.
Okay, hang on a second. Once again, I talked about this with the whole Genophage, like saving the data with Morden's loyalty mission, and I talked about it in the comments, but I don't remember if I said it in the other videos, but people were discussing how, example, during World War II, when that certain person I cannot say on YouTube, did horrible experiments during the war, and as horrible and unfortunate as it is, and disturbing, it's just extremely disturbing, they were able to use that research to help modern medicine and do certain things to help people. And a lot of people pointed that out, like compared the Genophage data to that, because again, a lot of those Krogans were willing to do it if it meant they would find a cure. The difference with this, however, is it's a bunch of innocent children. It's not like they're like a kid and they're like, hey, I want to be an experiment. Like he said, most of these people were bought off like slaves or kidnapped. So I don't see any justification for that. Not only just because like these are people who are going through it against their will, but they're kids too. They don't know what that means. They have no understanding. And look at Jack. She already has a complicated memory of what happened because she was a child, and obviously everything is different now that when you get older you realize certain things that happen, and she realizes now she wasn't the only one suffering. There was other kids there too who were put in the same position. This dude also, he doesn't sound right in the head. No offense to him. I'm not saying like you can't be capable of like running a facility even if you've gone through trauma, but this clearly does not, you know, mimic that. He's not all there, and he just said he wants to continue their work, and what they were doing here was wrong because, like the guard said, the elusive man had no idea. Miranda clearly had no idea. Her reaction was like, oh my god, they put kids here. So, no.
We can blow up the place, but that still leaves him. What do we do with another you?
That's easy.
Just leave me here. This is where I belong.
Fuck that.
Okay. Okay. I get killing. Oh my god. Is it just bad that I don't want to kill this dude? I feel bad for it, but I also don't think this will help Jack deal with her trauma because it's kind of like, imagine if that was her. Her attacking herself. Would that disperse her trauma for like what has happened? I don't know. I would like to know your guys' opinion, what you think, but I don't think that's how you can deal with it. At least that's how I see it.
Jack, he's trapped in his past. You need to move on from yours.
He wants to restart this place. He needs to die.
He's crazy and he's never gonna restart this facility. You have
can,
to let
like,
it go.
put him somewhere.
Your past doesn't have to
We
control
don't have
you.
to kill him. Right.
Fuck. Get out of here. Go.
I thought we were gonna like arrest him or something.
He's not worth chasing. None of it is.
No. And that is something that people have to learn, especially when you're going through a bad thing. Again, sorry, I keep saying this, but I talked about in a previous video about how I've dealt with, you know, certain things in my life. Actually, it's pretty recently, it's just a few years ago, actually, and I let that anger control over me. And it ate up my life for like a couple years and wasted a lot of things. I wasted a lot of like of my life just dwelling over this. So the only way that I could continue was obviously to let it go. So I hope Jack is able to do that too, because she's definitely an interesting character, and underneath it all, despite her anger, I can tell she's a really funny person to be around. Laid back person, and definitely someone you would want as a friend. I can definitely see that from her. She's very loyal. So I hope she can move from this.
You did the right thing, Jack.
Maybe. This room was my whole childhood. Give me a minute to look around.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nothing's changed, but it's all different.
You go ahead and look whatever you need to.
I used this table for everything. It was like my best friend. I'd crawl under it to cry. I was pathetic.
You're not pathetic. Don't say that. You are not pathetic. You were a kid.
Sometimes I dream that I'm back in this bed being tortured. I used to tie the sheets around my wrists and try to rip them off. I want to stop coming back here.
Probably for like practice or something?
I thought that room out there was the rest of the world. I'd pound and yell. Never did any good.
Is that all we can look at? I just want to make sure. Surprised Miranda hasn't made that much commentary just yet. Wait, where? Oh, here.
See the scarring on the wall here? That's where I killed my first man. One of the guards tried to stop me. Instead, I stopped him. Okay, no more wallowing. Let's blow this place to hell.
Alright, let's do it. That's a really cool shot. I like that. Damn! That's a big explosive! Facility on Phrygia? Is that how you say that? Confirmed destroyed. Concerned that previous cleanup crew failed to destroy all records. Surviving facility sign is already dead. Either from uprising or after facility shut down. Jack should have no further emotional issues distracting her from the mission. I mean, when you say like that, it just sounds very heartless, but I'm glad she's like, you know, able to close that chapter in her life, and I hope, not for the sake of like focusing on the mission, but I hope she's genuinely okay and less angry now. You know what I mean?
Jack and Miranda are in the middle of a disagreement. Can you head it off before
Oh
they tear it
no,
apart?
why?
I'll deal with it.
Why are you angry? Oh god, because they don't get along, but what are you fighting about? Did Joker just say take pictures?
With you, bitch!
Whoa!
Enough. Stand down, both of you.
The cheerleader won't admit what Cerberus did to me was wrong.
It wasn't Cerberus. Not really. But clearly you were a mistake.
Screw you!
Miranda!
You got no idea what they put me through. Maybe it's time I showed you.
Okay, stop. First of all, I get both of their point of views. Like I said, Miranda hasn't really experienced, like, terrible things from Cerberus. She's not entirely wrong when saying, like, it's not their fault, because, like I said, that facility went rogue. But you can't invalidate what Jack went through, because they were there to begin with because of Cerberus. They started that. So I don't think there's, like, a wrong or right answer, but both of them are right in this case. Please calm down.
Our mission is too important to let personal feelings get in the way.
Fuck your feelings. I just want her dead.
You both know what we're up against. Save your anger for the collectors.
I can put aside my differences. Until the mission's over.
Girls, please!
I'll do my part. I'd hate to see her die before I get a chance to fillet her myself.
You two gonna be okay?
It's a good thing you came by when you did. As long as she does her job, we'll be fine. Thanks, Shepard.
Okay, both of you need to chill the fuck out, though. Like, don't argue like that. Okay, let me go talk to Jack first, and then I'll talk to everybody.
I needed to wipe that place off the map. You took me there to do it, and I owe you. You don't know what it's like, Shepard, to have garbage like that following you. It marks you in ways you...
I think my Shepard
You
can
don't
relate, because she went through something traumatic as well, remember? She's the last survivor for, at least my storyline. She's the last survivor.
I've made a lot of hard choices, Jack. Like what to let go.
Hard to walk away from it. You'd think it would get easier now that the place is a crater. But what else do I know?
I never thought I'd see you show mercy, but you let Aresh live.
I'm proud
He
of
was
her
trapped
for
in the
that.
past, reliving it every day. You showed how that could be me. I'm not getting stuck like that.
Good.
I'm better than him, and I'm sure as hell not carrying that crater around with me.
Do you think you're different now?
I know that place is gone, but I still kind of want to kill every person I see. No offense.
I wanted to help you. It's a start. I mean, it's both. I mean, hey, you know what? At least she kind of feels different instead of just completely angry. So I don't blame her for being like, I still want to kill people. But I genuinely did want to help her.
You sure about this? I want to do whatever I can to get your head on straight.
Don't get all therapist on me, Shepard. You're not the couch type.
Are you sure? I feel like I am.
Bullshit prison psych. You did me a favor, and that's enough. More than I expected. I'll keep it together.
Yeah, I'm not worried about her, like, going off or anything. It's just like, you know what I mean? I want to make sure she's, like, okay.
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
I know this is not what we were coming. I was just checking in to see if anyone had any more commentary, but I don't mind talking to Samara. Oh, this is cool.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate.
I was gonna say,
It is a life of
Liara's mom is not.
constant
Benezia wasn't a
Throughout the
Justicar, right?
entire
I can't
galaxy,
remember.
there are only
I don't think
a
she
handful of
was.
us at
She was a
any time.
matriarch, right?
Why would anyone want to be a Justicar?
It is a deeply personal matter. Sometimes the most brutal path is the only honest one.
I mean, you can compare them to, like, monks or any, like, religious figure, so I can see that being, yeah, it's like a personal matter, like how you view it and everything, but definitely I think Samara, what she was giving off was, she sees it as something of, not karma, but like a way to, like, justify, like, what she's done before and for her children too, I think.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word.
I mean, I bet.
There is only the code.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
Okay.
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I imagine like killing would be something you would, what's the word? Remember that. I know she's an Asari and she's lived 1,000 years, but to think like she would remember all of that kind of reminds me of Doctor Who. The Doctor, he would always remember every single person that he's affected, whether that's good or bad. And he carries that burden with him every day.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
Okay, you guys are telling me Samara's romance is not exactly a romance. It's more like you can flirt with her and like, you know, be cute and everything. I'm not trying to start anything, I'm just curious.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
God damn it, Shepard.
I am 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires. But your curiosity is quite welcome.
Oh, okay, I see you.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
Aw, that's kind of sweet, because a lot of, you know, the aliens that we've encountered in the series so far has been like, oh, humans are so annoying, I hate those people. Hers is like, you guys are very curious, like, nice that you have different opinions about everything, and that is one cool thing about people in general. I know we haven't met any aliens, at least to my knowledge, but it's nice that people have different opinions. That is one thing that I do like about people in general, and it's like one thing that I love about playing this game too is like hearing you guys in the comments like what your perception about everything is too. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I agree with Samara.
I should go.
I'm glad we spoke.
Me too. I'm glad we spoke too. Didn't mean to flirt with you, I was just curious. Okay, let me get out of here. Alright, I guess it's time for me to have a talk with Thane, to get to know what his personal quest is, and try not to fall in love with him. Okay.
Shepard.
Is there something wrong?
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
You can take your time.
I got time. Take it at your own pace.
Thank you. I fear I've already done that for too long. I had a family once. I still have a son.
Oh.
His name is Kolyat.
Oh.
I haven't seen him for a very long time.
Oh, he has a son! And then he's dying!
How long's it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
What?
What sort of dance is that?
I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music, old, unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. My father runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, he pleads, tugs my sleeve. I need to read this, I say. I don't look at him.
I they able to do that? Just like remember memories that way?
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. Oh, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night, no final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
I wonder if he did that not out of like, you know, he hates his family or anything. I wonder if he's just doing it for protection because he has a family.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles.
Oh, his wife passed away. This is sad.
Talked to him since.
Oh no.
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way.
He's just trying to be a good dad.
He would not share the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
Kill?
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self. The soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
That's kind of how like a lot of religions are. You know what I mean? That they don't see. One example I could give is like Hinduism. They also see that differently, but there's loads of religions and cultures that see this way. So this is not like far off from like real life, but let's see, what's going on with your son?
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
Oh no. I wonder how old he is, but it sounds like either he's looking for his dad, wants to understand why his dad does this, or wants to be like his. I don't think it's the last one. I think it's the first two. He just wants to find him. Because like he said, he just left, right? And gave his son to the son's uncle and aunt, so I don't know.
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
Maybe he name-dropped you to get hired.
It's possible, but I don't think so.
That's true, too.
It doesn't seem right. My name. He should not respect it.
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
Thane, I don't have your contacts, and I don't have your tracking skills. Why do you need my help for this?
I don't need your help. I want it. The last time I saw my son, they wrapped her body in sea vines, weighted it with stones. He tries to pull from me, calls for her. The Hanar lift her off the platform. They sing like bells.
The funeral of his wife.
Is gone to be kindled anew. He begs them not to take her away.
They let her body slide into the water. He hits me. Don't let them. Stop them. Why weren't you?
It rains. It always rains on Kajay. Warm water pours down his face.
I feel really sad for him.
I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Perfect memory. It is sometimes a burden.
I understand. But I actually think it's really nice of him to be like, I really want your help. Because normally they're kind of like, everybody so far has been like, just do me a favor because I'm helping you. Thane, however, is like, I just want you to help me.
What made him go to the Citadel?
Years ago, I prepared a package for him. A relic of my ill-spent life. I had Volus bankers store it and arranged for delivery when I died. He acquired it early. I don't really know how. I did wet work on the Citadel around the time his mother died. That may be why he went there.
Okay, we'll do it.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
Right, okay, we're gonna head over to the Citadel and figure this out. But damn, I did not see that coming. I didn't think he had like a whole fucking family and everything, even a son. But, oh my god, Thane just sounds like so tragic. Because, like, I do want to romance him in the future, because I'm so curious about his character. He's so interesting to me. And, those types of characters, the mysterious ones, are very, like, one of my favorites, aside from villains, or, like, my favorite types. So, I'm very curious how they would handle the romance, because this dude is dying, you know? I can only imagine it's very tragic, just because BioWare is good at making tragic storylines, you know? Okay, let's go to the Citadel. Alright, since I haven't brought her, she can be Engineer, which increases duration of her powers. Mechanic. All kinds of increase in her... you know what? I think I want to be Engineer, because her abilities are pretty useful. I think that's okay. And Thane, my dude. I'm gonna update you as well. Marksman. Increase in aim. Or... Thane's experience surviving life-threatening wounds increases effect. I'm gonna pick the health one, because again, Thane is pretty powerful as well, but sometimes I feel like I kill him by accident, and I don't mean to do that.
According to CSEC reports, Harkin was taken into custody, and charges are pending.
Oh!
Also, according to CSEC, a drill recently passed through
That's
customs.
for Garrus's mission.
The CSEC office may have more information.
Alright, we'll go over there. Come on. I gotta talk to Captain Canada, I think.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy. I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Damn. Also, I never commented on this, but look at Thane. He's got a boob window. I see what you did there, BioWare. Hey, Bailey.
Yes?
My associate's trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
Okay.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors.
That's pretty extreme, Shepard.
Laugh it up, Tali.
Where did I go?
It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake and you should fix the problem yourself.
Wow, okay.
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station.
Oh.
When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducts dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure.
Oh.
Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear.
God, yeah, there's probably,
sucked into space.
Right.
Maybe they fall into the protein vats the keepers run. And Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
Okay.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepard VI when you talk to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that.
With the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
Thanks, Bailey.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked Zakara for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
Aw, he respects him for genuinely trying to help his kid.
We better hurry then.
You know what? I like that side of Bailey, him showing like compassion to the
You
kids.
didn't tell
That's
him that
nice.
Kolyak plans to assassinate someone.
He's a cop. They try to stop Kolyat and one of them could end up dead. I don't want that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shepard.
Yeah, of course. We don't want to like hurt your kid or anything. All right, let's go. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, I can get that. No problem. Well, okay. Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You Mouse?
What are you... Oh, shit. Krios. I thought you retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
Okay.
You put children in danger to spy for you?
Children, the poor. My people's word for their
He's
kind
an
is
assassin.
Galafar, the ignored.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, see everything. Yet they are never seen.
It's useful for them. Oh.
You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Shepard, what are you doing?
The people I work for? They can make me disappear. I'd like to help
I don't
want
to do it.
You always done right by us, but I ain't gonna die for you.
I feel kind of, I know some people get mad at me because I don't do some of the renegade stuff, but I only do it if I feel like it's necessary. Don't think it's necessary right now.
Look, you know Thane. He wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Do it for him.
I don't think scaring this dude.
He was always nice to us. But these people ain't nice, Krios.
Nobody's gonna know you talk to us.
Mouse, I swear that you won't be named.
All right. He came with that hollow you took of me. Said he wanted a job. I ran through your old contacts to see who might give him a shot. The guy who offered was Elias Kellum.
Who? Also, can I have can I have these?
One other thing. That Shepard VI you're selling?
Oh shit, you heard? Look, you were dead. It was totally legal to make a VI of you.
Give me one.
Give me a copy and we'll call it even.
What? I mean, sure, yeah, absolutely. Sorry about the whole... Just so you know, there's 3 Volas who are patching it all the time.
Oh my god, anyway.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the city.
I want to see that thing later.
He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward. Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
Okay.
You did good, Mouse.
Yeah.
No need to scare the dude.
I live long enough to pat myself on the back.
Kellum will never know.
I hope not. I'm out of here, Krios. Next time you're in town, just don't bring the family.
Alright, see ya.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees. Bare feet black. A dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then. But I left him, as I left Kolyat.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes. A foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm, smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him, that anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself.
I wonder if he
then a frown
treated him that way because he sees his son
checking for other
in
hollows.
him.
Where's your son, Krios? He asks.
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You, of all people, know this.
Yeah, exactly.
Head back to Bailey.
For 10 credits, we offer data protection for any game we sell.
You can't just say move on. And we were talking about this earlier with Jack too, right? It's not an easy thing to do, but it's very interesting that he just said that.
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum? Shit.
What?
Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the C-Sec charity ball from me. In return,
you're working with this dude?
He pays you off. You were eager to help us before. What about now? Is it too inconvenient?
I said I'd help. It's just there'll be repercussions if I don't handle it right. He and I give each other space.
Oh my
It keeps
god.
the peace. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Arrest him. Let's go.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
He's a cop, so, like, I don't know what I was expecting there.
We got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
I wonder what Thane is gonna do, because he's an assassin after all, right?
He'll
knows
expect me to get him out of this.
How to interrogate.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here.
Oh shit.
Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if CSEC gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
Okay, we got it. I may have to do some renegade shit,
We
but...
should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
You be good. Ooh. I think you should be good cop. I kind of want to be bad cop.
You talk to him. Appeal to his self-interest. I'll put the screws to him if he needs it.
Very well. I'll pretend to be on his side. But if we waste too much time negotiating, Bailey won't be able to stall Kellum's advocate.
I have to be careful, though. If I attack him, won't his lawyer be
Get
like...
me out of these restraints,
You know what I
Bailey.
mean?
Pretty funny bringing me down here like this. The hell are you two?
Your worst nightmare. Oh shit! I don't have enough renegade shit! Okay, let's start with this.
You hired an assassin. We need to know who you want killed. You tell us, you can go.
I want to see my advocate.
Your advocate hasn't arrived. We're trying to find him.
I'm not saying a damn word until he's here. You two are in way over your head.
Pay attention, Mr. Kellum.
That wasn't a good idea, kid. That is gonna cost you.
Control your temper.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a little
My associate
excited.
gets a
Yes.
little excited during interrogations.
I'm bad at interrogating.
Every punch is another credit in my pocket. Yeah, thought so. Chicken shit.
Shut up, you bitch.
Think carefully, Elias. I want to catch the assassin, not you. Why stick your neck out for him?
You want me to confess to putting a contract on someone? You think I'm stupid?
I get the name, I walk out. You never see me again.
I got no reason to believe you.
You don't have a reason to disbelieve either.
Maybe Thane should have been bad cop. I think he would have been better
This
at
isn't
it.
working, Shepard. We're making no progress.
I know.
Are we done here? Because I got people to see.
I'm done being patient. Give me a name or I'll cut your balls off and sell them to a Krogan.
Alright, fucking quit it.
Sorry.
Ain't worth this.
Oh god.
Joram Talid, Turian running for office on the Zakira ward. He messes with legitimate businessmen. I'm gonna stop it.
Where and when?
His apartment, the 800 blocks. You better hurry him.
What's going on here? Get away from my client.
You played me.
Alright, bye.
If you'll excuse us, we have an assassination to stop.
Wait, you got what you wanted. Who ratted me out?
Oh, I'm not telling you.
I guess you have something to think about while you're in here, huh?
Bye.
I'll find out. And once I have a name,
Elias, as your legal advocate, I advise you to shut the hell up.
Where were you 5 minutes ago?
Held up in traffic.
How do we do? Was that bad?
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Oh my god, he's racist. Great.
Things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
Before the Battle of the Citadel, the alien population thought we were violent upstarts. Look what's happened since then. A human fleet guarding the station for months. CSEC filled with humans. Udina doesn't hesitate to remind them that we earned our place here. But that seems to piss them off more.
Oh my god, you know what? That kind of seems like Udina too, to be like boasting about everything. God damn it, I hate that guy.
If a majority votes for him, like it or not, that's how the system works.
Oh, I didn't mean to say it like that.
Nice idea,
I didn't mean to say it
Shepard.
like that. I'm sorry.
Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 block.
I just mean like, it's kind of how politics work, right? I don't agree with it though, like this dude being fucking racist, but...
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow to lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view.
Alright. I don't know where that is, but sure, I'll believe you.
Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
What? Yo, he's so cool. Okay.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get
Okay,
their
let me
way.
update this guy where he goes.
Thanks. Just remember, it's not all about the humans. They couldn't have gained this much power without the Council's support.
Bitch, I saved everybody!
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in
I hate
position?
this guy. I hate this guy.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
Let's see where he's going.
I'm following.
Alright, alright, alright. Hang on, hang on. Where's this guy going? Hello? Where'd he go?
Have you got him?
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of Cole yet?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
Okay.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
Oh man, every politician is the same, huh? Doesn't matter if it's an alien. Let's see where he's gonna go.
No problem so far. Target in sight.
You got it? I don't see his son. Unless his son is like in the shadows like his dad, right? I don't know.
Can you give me an update? I'm almost in position. He's letting the bodyguard do all the work. Don't let him deny involvement.
That is true. Doesn't it covers his own ass. Okay, let me go through here.
I'm following.
Okay, good thing. Keep following.
No problem so far.
Where is he going?
What's he doing? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
I'm relocating to the next room. Let me know if anything changes.
Alright.
Target in sight.
Where'd they go? Hello? Oh, there they are. I'd be a terrible assassin.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
You're running for...
He's meeting a couple of mercenaries. Looks like the
I
same
didn't mean
group
to
his
cut them off,
bodyguard
I'm very
comes
sorry.
from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Oh,
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go around. Don't lose him.
Someone's walking on my grave. We're thinking about it.
Yes, sir.
I think they either know it's me or, yeah, like his son.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing back here?
Oh, I was gonna hit him!
I'm with the Citadel Health and Safety. We've had vermin reports in storage areas around here.
What? You can't be serious. How did you get in here?
If I didn't have authorization, how did I get in? You see any other doors?
There's the keeper. Never mind. Just go on through, okay?
Thanks.
I was gonna knock this guy out,
just
but...
don't let my boss.
Okay. Sorry, my man.
I need you to stay close or we'll lose him.
Okay, hang on, hang on.
Stay close, Shepard.
I'm trying, I'm trying. Fuck did this guy go? Oh, there he is.
I'm following.
Ooh, is that his son?
Ah! Kolyat!
Oh, seasick!
Thane.
That Krogan sucked.
He's heading to Talid's apartment.
Sorry. Oh no, oh no.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up.
Oh, he's angry.
Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want. C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. What the hell?
Tell you get the hell out of here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That happened so fast. The way he
Take
just
the boy into
knocked
custody.
him in the cheek.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, let's see if he...
Your father doesn't have much time left, Colliet. He's trying to make up for his mistakes.
What? So you came to get my forgiveness? So you can die in peace or something?
No, it's not about him.
I
It's
came
about
to
you.
grant you peace. You're angry because I wasn't there when your mother died.
You weren't there when she was alive. Why should you be there when she died?
Your mother... They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the deep, I went to find them. The triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them, eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were... older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Colliet, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
Aww.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers.
Bailey, shut up.
Boys, take Colliet and his
Just
father
go.
back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
I'm surprised you're letting him do that.
You think he's the only man who ever screwed up raising a son?
Oh, he relates.
I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Thanks, Bailey. You're not bad. I kind of like you now. That was actually a good... I actually really like that. This is a good storyline.
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the C-Sec archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a drill. We never caught him.
Please don't.
10 years is a long time. Whoever was responsible for that probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
I think he knows it's Thane. Like, I don't think Bailey's a dumb guy.
How'd it go?
Our problems, they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
I watched those guys shaking down businesses and threatening humans.
But he can't just get away with it.
Yeah, I get what
Kid
you're
wants
saying.
to make a difference. Give him community service.
Community service for attempted murder? What jury would agree to that?
None that I've seen. This would need to stay out of the judiciary. Strictly within C-Sec.
Come on, Bailey, can you make it happen?
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain. Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
Damn.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12.
That's still young.
I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
I mean, I guess he has a different point of view, but to a human, that sounds really messed up.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water?
No.
Or fire a gun?
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
Oh,
Compact?
It's
We
like
live on the Hanar homeworld.
in certain cultures they do like, you know, like honor killings and stuff like that. Kind of sounds like it.
What exactly are the terms of the compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve.
I don't mean to insult it. And also Shepard shouldn't have jumped to conclusions. I was just curious.
We are proud to repay the debt.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here, they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Kaje, you would see them differently. A stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. Laughter like the squeals of a child vibrates the water. They fly over the black of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed Mass Effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands
it sounds like they're like so indebted to them
had to
for
be left
saving them,
behind.
right?
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes. When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, and the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
Right.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes.
Thane's character is so intriguing.
The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell, slip into memory.
Does anyone know who wrote Thane's character? Because I'm very curious.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
No, I don't mind. I'll talk. You want to talk more?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
Okay, so he wants to talk about his son later on, which is understandable. But yeah, he's very interesting to me. Okay, guys, I think this is a good place to end this episode. I'm glad we got 2 more loyalty missions out of it, but both of them were very intriguing. Jack's point of view, and then also adding on top of that, Thane's point of view, closing a chapter in their life that needs healing. Jack with her past and Thane with his son. And I'm really glad that they were able to get some closure. So we're going to talk with them later on because I know they're going to like wait for a bit and then we'll hear their point of view. The only other loyalty missions I have left, I believe the only loyalty missions I have left is Saeed, Kasumi, and Tali? I heard that Tali should be saved for later. I don't know if that's true or not, like after I do the current main mission. So we'll see what happens. I just don't know, but we'll find out later on. Regardless of that, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Mass Effect 2. Once again, I'm very sorry that my video is kind of like, green screen's kind of messed up, the lighting's kind of messed up. Probably the audio is going to be messed up a little bit, but I'm still in the process of settling into my new home, so hopefully the next video will be better. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, remember to leave a like, let me know in the comments what you think, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button for more episodes of Mass Effect 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!